Hello guys, my name is Sina and this is gonna be my first YouTube video. So excuse me for my bad video editing in advance. So today I saw this mentalist magic effect with this group called Mind2Mind, and my first reaction was, come on. Because the first part of the video was so mundane and repetitive. Even we can recall this group named Clairvoyance, which did exactly the same effect in America's Got Talent. The act is the second sight. It is named second sight, which somebody sees through somebody else's eyes, and that has been explored so many times in the history that I don't think that it would bring any wow moments for the audience. But then I saw the second part, which was something attempted for the first time. At least I'm into mentalism. I'm a medical student and I'm also interested in magic. It's around 6 years that I'm interested in magic, and at least I hadn't seen up to now. Since there is some controversy surrounding the second part of this act, I felt the need to come up with my first YouTube video. I never wanted to post a video on YouTube, but I felt the need that I have to just make a video to clarify things, uh, since these mentalism acts should be declared as magic. The problem with this Got Talent acts is that usually the participants don't claim that this is just simply a magic trick, and so they may fool the audience into believing into some sort of psychic power or supernatural power. So without further ado, let's get into revealing this trick with all due respect to their incredible act. Okay, so in the first part of the trick, they invite Ant and Deck to examine her ears to see if there is any microphone. There is absolutely no microphone in her ears, and it is, as I stated, it's an age-old trick named Second Sight, and it is done using a thumper. So what is a thumper? Thumper is a piece of electrical device which can transmit and receive signals, and the man in this act, the man has the transmitter and the girl has the receiver. Where does she have it, you would ask me? I'd say on a part of her that the Ant and Deck wouldn't examine, like her thigh or some other parts that the Ant and Deck wouldn't find on her. So now that you know this, the rest is simple. The man walks up to the judges and asks one of them to give him an object from her purse. And so the first one is a charger, and the second one is a perfume, I guess. And he can transmit the names of these objects through Morse code and through this tamper device to the girl. Again, Morse code is an age-old technology, very old. They used to send telegraphs, so you can send an entire letter using Morse code to another person. So let alone a small word like charger. So you can see that every word has a specific character, which consists of dots and lines, dots being small vibrations and lines being longer ones. So this is how they did the first part of the trick. The man sees the objects, sends the name through Morse code to the girl. Girl receives them with the receiver that she has, receives the vibrations and knows what the object is, and this as easy as this. So let's go to the most interesting part, which was the second part of the act. Stay with me. The second part is a more ambitious trick, to the best of my knowledge never attempted before. So they ask a judge to name a random number between 1 and 100, and she says 97, and there is a list and the list is not random. The list has a very specific order, and both of the performers know. So the moment she says 97, they both know that it is the conduction. They don't even need to know, but this is one way to do it. The other way to do it is that they would have an assistant backstage that has the exact same list, and when she says 97, the assistant backstage is ready to play the Italy through speakers. What speakers, you would ask? I'll get to that in a moment, but first, as I stated, I'm a medical student here. I wanted to use a little bit of my medical knowledge. There is a phenomenon called bone conduction. We don't only hear through our ears. So as Simon states at the end of the performance, he hears something, but does he hear it through his ears? No, not necessarily. There is a phenomenon called bone conduction, which means we can hear through our bones, especially the bones in our skull. So if you try this, you can try this at home even. You can put an speaker into a very low volume, which you can't even hear with your ears. But then close your ears, very important, close your ears, and put that speaker in contact with your forehead or the back of your head, and then the magic starts to happen. You start hearing things, and this has a very concrete scientific reason behind it, that our bone conduction, BC, is stronger than our air or ear conduction, which we call it AC. So the man has a speaker, and in this shot you can clearly see that he's holding something in his hands, and there is another shot which can help us prove this theory. As you can see clearly in this picture, he is holding something under his hand, and that thing is a very tiny speaker, and as I explained, through bone conduction, Simon ends up hearing things, and this second act gets a very amazing response from the audience and the judges. Very great performance. That's it, an amazing performance and a very simple trick. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for many more reveal videos in near future. Hope I'll see you again. Peace out.